Hey guys, I'm super excited because it's the first week of the Olympics and I wish I had more time to just sit and enjoy and watch every event there is, just like the good old days, but unfortunately we all have to be adults. Nonetheless, I've warmed up my VPN to get as much coverage of things like swimming, badminton. Yeah, don't laugh about that, that's my home country sport. And my personal favorite, and the first time in the history of the Olympiad, is sports climbing. Go US. And I know you viewers come from all over this flat earth, so my question to you, my sports loving friends, how many medals do you think your country is going to get this year? Comment down below and let's wager some imaginary money, otherwise known as cryptocurrency. Anyways, let's get serious. It's been quiet in the Bose audio camp for many moons now, and there's been recent stirrings at the FCC, and check this out, of a new Bose QC45, the successor to the popular yet dull-looking QC35 too. And this is set to be released sometime around Christmas. And what we have here is the same shape and design with some small tweaks like additional onboard mics and upgraded to USB-C charging now. And when this launches, I say all will be good if they can keep or improve what fans liked about the QC35 1 and 2, which is comfort and sound quality. But I definitely hope Bose includes fast charging now, and especially more importantly, bumps up the battery life to at least 30 to 35 hours to really compete with the likes of like the lowlier even Tautronics and Soundcore models, let alone the WH-1000XM4. Oh, and speaking of Sony, I know I frequently bash on them about how bad they are at naming their products, in jest of course, well actually semi-seriously, but this time my bad namer radar is currently pointing also at Motorola. Yes, hello Moto, I'm talking about you here. Like, what's up with your G family of phones? We have numbers, for example, from 7, 8, 9, 10 all the way up to 100. And if that wasn't enough, you occasionally throw into the mix things like Play, Pro, and Plus, just to make my head spin and my tongue wither in despair whenever I try to pronounce your model names. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I had a point there somewhere when I first started this rant, but I seem to have lost. Oh yes, we're going to be talking about the brand new G100. It was launched a few months ago in the rest of the world, but currently it's available in the US now for $599. And this is supposedly a step-up model specs-wise from their recent barrage of phones, complete with a Snapdragon 870G processor this time, and included desktop dock, so when you connect it to a monitor, it becomes like a mini laptop. There's 8 gigs of RAM to handle all that work, 128 gigs of storage, but it's the rest of the specs though that seem kind of familiar, like a 90 Hz LCD screen, 500 milliamp hour battery, seems like that's a Moto standard, 64 megapixel main shooter, just to name a few. Guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to test this, because it doesn't really jump out at me. It feels kind of meh, but if you'd like me to check it out, I'll buy this and review it just for you guys. And in other news, another OnePlus return to form smartphone, the Nord 2 5G, is not coming to the US. OnePlus, what the heck? What the heck? Because just as you're trying to gain back the fan base with good phones again, just like the good old days with budget, flagship killers like the Nord CE, and now this one, you're not bringing it to the US, you're just basically shooting yourselves in the foot. Come on guys, bring it here, because the review so far has been pretty darn good and I'd like to check it out for myself, and we too would like to buy it over here. So OnePlus, if you're listening, get it done. Have you guys heard of Matter in the news lately? And no, it's not related to Carl Pei's Nothing, even though they kind of sound similar. But what matters here is soon you'll be able to use your voice assistant like Siri and Alexa and other smart features between competing platforms from Amazon, Apple, and Google with Matter compatible devices. What that means for you is that I could potentially use Google Assistant on an Amazon Echo device, think about that, or command my Nest thermostat with Siri. That's pretty darn cool. So with this cross-platform compatibility, I think it's gonna just be a game changer. And so far, each company has outlined their plans, but there's nothing tangible so far to be super excited about just yet. So I'm just gonna start right there. But that being said, I'm kind of curious if Matter joined forces or partnered up with Nothing. I guess they're gonna have to call themselves Nothing Matters. Did you hear that Elon Musk wants to open up their Superchargers to other brands of EVs by the end of the year? That's pretty darn bold, and probably also at the same time a genius of a money grab of a move, man. Because yeah, now that the number of EVs are exploding all around the world and the Tesla charging network is probably one of the widest and biggest out there, that's pretty darn smart. But I do wonder how much Elon would charge non-Tesla users. And also there's the problem of the Tesla proprietary charging plug, because other makers can't use the superchargers without one. So I don't know how they're gonna deal with that. In another bit of car tech news, there's the awesome looking anime-like BMW CE04 electric scooter. So I guess I lied there, really. This is more like a scooter tech news then. But anyways, what you see here is actually the production ready version. It's due out 2022, $16,000. I know it's a little bit on the high side. 10-inch LCD instrument display, 4.5 hours of charging with your standard house outlet. That's much quicker with a quick charger. A seat that will probably give you hemorrhoids. 81 miles of range, 75 miles per hour max speed. Though I'm quite sure the range at this speed will be more like 6. Yeah, it's not the most amazing specs, but I like it because look at it. It looks like it can transform anytime into a small bumblebee or something, or a mini bee. Anyway, before I go guys, I thought I'll just share with you what I'm working on in the coming weeks in terms of reviews. In the blue box right here is the JLab Epic Air Sport. It's been a while since I did a sports earbud. At the front here is the Soundpiece H1, and Edifier sent me 2 units to test out, the TWS 1 Pro as well as the 330NB. So stay tuned for these. Well, it's time for me to say adios and goodbye, guys. I have a kayaking date with my wife right after this. I'll see y'all in a few days with the JLab review. Remember to subscribe, mash and kill the button down below, turn on the bell notification icon, thumbs up if you like this video, patronize my Patreon page down here, and do something loving and kind for somebody in this world, because the world needs it more than ever, and it starts with you guys. I'll see y'all, God bless, and peace out.